So we have a bit of an interesting match. We have a rematch even between Adam Numbers and ArcBliss. It's a very unexpected turn of events. The heck? Alright, so very quickly, the game we have for you. Oh, wait. We're not quite ready yet. I think that's about right. So, the game we have for you between these two incredibly insane competitors is Inferno for the PC. This game looks super ultra interesting, and I'm glad to witness how it's going to play out. And I'm liking these jams. Uh-oh. So, in this game, you're like a wacky little ball type thing, and you're just kind of like bouncing through walls. And it looks like super cool and whatnot. It looks pretty fantastic. It's definitely something I can get behind. Looks like you're trying to navigate a big old maze and whatnot. I really like the little sprite work of this. Definitely entertaining. Definitely something you don't see. It feels like it's something you should see a lot, but it's not quite what you would see. Oops. I hate this clock. Boom. Okay. So it looks like Adam is on the boss right now. And they just took like a big old laser beam to the face. Oh my goodness. And they, oh, this boss is not a friendly type of boss. But Adam makes it through. It makes it on to the next area. I guess it's in the next area. I'm not fully sure. Okay. Alright. So from the description of this seems to be like sort of a hub-based type game. As in you can decide which direction you want to go in and what levels you want to, you know, the order of the levels you want to do them in. The runners were suggested to, I believe, go right, up, and left. So hopefully they stick to that order. Otherwise, this could be an interesting watch. This game has like oddly calm music considering that you're a fireball traversing through, I guess, space. This, you know, some plane of existence. Looks like we had to like carry keys around and gather them up and take them to the locations, and it's one giant fetch quest. It seems like you have like a lot of health, not gonna lie. It's every time you get hit, your fireball gets a little bit smaller. But Adam just got hit like 4 or 5 times there. And they seem to be like a pretty healthy sized fireball. I mean, you're still a little bit smaller, but can't be that bad. This might be one of the games where you just do all the things. And I'm fighting this giant bee right now that can like phase through walls like it's nobody's business. It can shoot some bullets, but big whoop. Bullets aren't that bad. If a bee started shooting bullets at you, you just tank those bullets. You just hide in front of a block and just not deal with it. So it looks like Adam got through the first area pretty dang quickly, not gonna lie. This might actually be a short goal. I have no idea what to expect. I don't have any of the like tester information. I figured this game was going to be short, but I didn't think it would be that short. So, considering your dash is like your main attack in this game, I feel like there can be some crazy tech going on. I feel like this room could kind of cement the fact that you can just like go so fast and always be dashing and maybe just still have a good time and be okay. This might be one of those games where you just want to always be going fast. And it's to your advantage to go fast. Just don't stop and think. Just fight through it all. Your goal in life is to be a fast fireball. And you're gonna make that happen. And it's gonna be amazing. I saw in the paste bin that, you know, dying sets you back quite a bit, but it feels like it's so difficult to die in this game. Which might be a blessing and a curse, like, you might just get a little overconfident. It, you know, just get sloppy and wind up dying and, like, lose, like, 3 minutes. I love these little skull things. They're like so cute. I love all the little enemy types in this game. The little muncher with like the worm things. Like what's in the bottom left of ArcBliss. It's gotta be like probably my favorite so far. And of course you got these little not Metroids that shoot laser beams from their eyes. Those things are pretty cool too. I'm really digging the art of this game. Considering the fact it's like a game jam game. Everything just kind of like looks on point with it. Second boss for Adam. Or third boss, I don't know. Do you count the prologue boss as a boss? We Zelda 1 first boss dragon now. Just casually like walk back and forth vertically and shoot out like 2 and 3 shots. Easy peasy for Adam. ArcBliss! Oh no! ArcBliss got a little bit too tiny and the flame went out. Oh no. ArcBliss going back to the start of the area. Oh no. I don't know if he has to go get the keys again and redo this section, or if oh. I guess they have to like re-pick up the keys. Ooh, that's gonna be really rough for ArcBliss. Whereas Adam is just like pushing forward and like dashing through everything. I'm loving like the ambiance of all the stages have good ambiance, but this one is like icy cold loneliness, and it's makes you feel so good. Ooh. I wonder if you can get like squished by those things. And if you can get squished, is it like instant death squishing, or is it like tiny damage squishing? Ooh. Oh no. Well, it's tiny damage squishing. Luckily for Adam. Uh-oh. Okay. Adam figuring out these gimmicks pretty quickly. And gets a full health restore. Look how big Adam's fireball is. Ooh. Look at it bounce, it's so cute. It's so happy to see you. As it gets stun locked in the corner. Just slowly hit it back to back. Oh. Ooh. Maybe Adam was like kind of thinking this was gonna be like the last one and got like really like liberal with taking damage. And it looks like they made it. Ooh, looks like they made it to the last ball. It looks like they did it on like the last hit. Adam just taking damage to those. Adam just like pushing forward. Going through the potential last area? Question mark? Adam's so small now. This also might be one of those games where it's good to be small because, yeah, you're close to dying, but you have a small hitbox, presumably. So there might be some really cool tech that you can do with that. Oh my goodness. Like, no way. If Adam was like even one size bigger, they would not be able to like slide through those little spiky balls. Size has a big advantage in this game. Big risk, but big payoff. Adam just navigating all this with ease. Adam's all big again. Is this like the final corridor? Is this like the boss before the boss? We're getting laser beam shot in the face. Feels like we're close, but I just can't tell. Oh no! Adam disappeared. The lights went out. Oh, it has to do the entire section again! Ooh. It's gonna be a little painful for Adam. Man, I was like thinking like, they reached the boss. It's like, they're not gonna have you redo the entire thing, especially because you got like an energy refill. But no, they just have to go through this pretty difficult section once again. One would think Adam would want to take it a little bit more easy, because they know what's coming up. But we'll see how this pays out, though. ArcBliss is definitely trying to catch up. Like, just one area behind right now. And this area wasn't that difficult, if I remember correctly, so... ArcBliss is definitely still in it. Potentially. Adam's definitely sticking on that balls. Giving it the bops. Navigating these dark corridors. Gets a refill. Oh no! This is a whole new area! We're not near the end. Well, at least we're not as close to the end as we thought we could be. Okay, so it looks like Adam found the final door, so they have to go through the rest of this area and pick up the keys. It's all our favorite enemy friends, once again. But now we have to kill them. It also seems like you do less damage when you're small. Which I guess kind of makes sense, but would definitely kind of suck. Adam gets big again. It's 3 fights! We're fighting a more powerful dragon now. I'm taking on the Icy Maze, Part 2. Trying to solve these eye puzzles. Not wanting to get squished. Taking it nice and slow now. Not gonna lie, the dragon did actually feel more difficult, but that boss was definitely easier than the initial boss that we fought in Snowland. Yeah, Adam is just like absolutely decimating this. Like, ArcBliss is definitely doing well. But Adam is just... they're in control of that fireball. They know what they're doing with it. Bees! Did we get to fight the giant bee again? We get to fight the mushroom Goombas. Just listening to them bounce. Sounds so nice. It's the killer bee! That shoots bullets. And it's got little baby friends. Little worker bees. But Adam just destroys that bee and moves on with their life. And I'm making their way back to start. Gently taking all 3 of those keys. Is this it? Is this the final corridor? It's all dark. It's spooky. It's the skull! We found the final boss. And we're fighting it like Festus Quest style. with an all black background. That thing is distinctively not cute. Like, unlike everything else in this game. Oh yeah. I should actually hit the GG button. There you go. Oh my goodness. Greetings, Adam.
Hello.
Greetings, Adam. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh, I'll beat the boss. That looks like it actually takes memorization. So good. That was a smooth game. I liked it.
Yeah, that was a really nice looking game, not gonna lie.
Like just the right amount of the damage boosting, like judging when you can't go ahead, risk versus reward, the fact that you can speed up with the charge, but that itself has a risk. The fact that as you get lower on health, you get smaller and it gets easier to dodge things. That's good all around. That's a great game.
Yeah, I was definitely like loving just like how smoothly you were going through everything. And just how like sleek and smooth you just... The game flowed like butter for you. You just dashed with that fireball all over the place and you like... You made the game look easy.
I don't know about that. It definitely didn't feel easy. It was a lot of tight maneuvers and like getting into the proper rhythm against the bosses. But it did flow very smooth. Like the controls though, for what was this, a game jam thing?
Yep.
This is like super smooth controls.
I know, it's like... It's hard to like, you know, fathom that this was a game jam thing, but it definitely seemed really polished, and I definitely loved all the designs of it. Like the artwork in the game was fantastic, and I loved the music and ambiance.
And it had that nice crunchy digitized sound whenever you hit something, which was pleasant.
Everything
and Internet dirigible? I don't know how I did that. I just don't. I gotta be honest with you.
Well, ArcBliss is definitely having more of the, I guess, the experience the testers thought players would have with this game. Takes a couple deaths here and there, has to redo a couple areas. Definitely died.
There were definitely moments where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die and lose all of this progress and lose the race. But I guess if you don't, yeah, then I guess that must cut the time down.
I think you just died once during that race to the boss that ArcBliss is fighting now.
Yeah, it's weird how inconsistent it is with what color it changes to, but there's a pattern there, and there are ways to just really pump the damage in. So if we're talking annihilating the tester times, that one guy just finished as well.
Oh my goodness. Absolute decimation.
You should try the last boss, it's very hard. Listen, maybe later. Clearly it doesn't take me that long to get there, so I'll boot up the game some other time. I gotta admit, I'm watching ArcBliss go through these rooms and I'm like, oh wow, there's like an actual pattern here. with the lasers and everything, but you have a long enough invulnerability phase, and the boost lets you go so fast. Those, like, the big rooms of mines, you really just can boost right through them.
Yeah, this definitely like felt like one of those games where it's like the best way to play it is to just kind of speedrun it. It's like definitely you want to just go fast through everything and not try to like carefully maneuver your way around things, and like, no, you just want to go. Just keep dashing.
Yeah, it definitely has its advantages on that front. Like, there are times to take it slow, but there's a lot of time and effort to be saved just by going. I must admit, I'm surprised the game didn't make those little flames checkpoints. You'd think that'd be an obvious spot, but maybe that'd make it too easy.
Yeah, I was like thinking like when you died on this boss, I was thinking, okay, it's gonna like, yeah, the checkpoints are gonna be pretty, you know, they're pretty sparse, but it would at least lead you to where the health refill was. Nope. Just gotta redo that whole area again. Ooh, so rough. Yeah, ArcBliss does it.
Not far now.
Finally moves on to the actual final area.
Which, I know that caught me off guard. I figured the final boss would be down below the start. I was not expecting the Mega Man final area boss rush.
Yeah, same actually. I was like, oh my goodness, Adam Numbers is about to die done. Wait a minute. There's a whole new area. ArcBliss taking the same path you did. They go up. They see the 3 key doors. And now it's time to go exploring again.
He's saying you might have to redo the whole thing if you die. That is nasty. But then we are in the later stages. Makes sense to have a game with less kind checkpoints at this point in Winners.
This was marked for later rounds only, so
Oh, there you go.
it's only appropriate. Oh no. I was a little sad that this boss was a little bit easier. Like, the other 2 bosses are clearly more difficult versions of when you fought them, but that boss was like much easier.
No, they are all much easier. The Queen doesn't hide, and the Dragon doesn't have any spikes. All 3 fights are significantly easier.
I don't know, it looks like the dragon was shooting more bullets and there was more enemies spawning on screen. And the Queen Bee had the little minions.
The dragon had the 2 skulls. The minions were in the original Queen Bee fight.
Oh.
And the dragon's bullets were actually the same. I think in the original I just kept charging through the pattern and ignoring it. No, these bosses were definitely all easier.
Wow. Alas, then. I love these little mushroom Goombas. The sound they make and how they hop is just... it's all so cute.
Wait, dragon can shoot 4 shots?
Yeah, it shot 4 shots on when you fought him. And whereas in the base fight, it only shot like 2 and 3 bullets.
I actually can't tell how many keys ArcBliss has. Must be 2, okay.
Oh no, ArcBliss is getting pretty small. I'm getting scared. So, something I couldn't tell was, as you get smaller, do you do less damage to enemies?
No, you do the same amount of damage, but your hitbox is so much smaller. It becomes more shmup-like, which is nice.
Yeah, I was like thinking it was like, oh, it's kind of advantageous to be small, just because, you know, you can like not get hit as much. But I then noticed you doing like, you know, 2, 3, 4 boops to basic enemies, and it was like, oh no, oh no.
Okay, that might have been because the skulls like to stack up on each other.
Oh no.
Oh, ArcBliss.
ArcBliss, no. ArcBliss, no.
That is unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
The game was quite weird about crossing over square screens too. Because like, it'd remember what blocks you broke, or sometimes there's another layer of blocks you have to break through that you can't see. Which is fair enough, because game jam, but it was a bit weird sometimes.
Alright.
I did like the touch on these, like, Zelda snake boss things. Because, the number of orbs tells you how many hits they'll take.
Oh, okay.
There was one that took, like, 5. And it had 5 of those orbs trailing behind. I'm like, oh, okay, so I can tell in advance.
I definitely really liking the design of that enemy in particular. But I just never noticed that detail of them. I just like the little mouth crunchy thing. And I thought it was just adorable. ArcBliss finally takes down the dragon, but now has to go gather up the other 2 keys once more.
Still, smart decision going for it first.
Oh no. ArcBliss getting kind of crushed.
Oh no.
Once again, ArcBliss goes through the gauntlet. Believe in ArcBliss. He can do it.
You can absolutely do it.
ArcBliss going down to fight the dragon again. Or maybe not. Goes back and gets the health refill. Probably a smart play. I wish your fireball did like AoE damage. It would have been so cool to just line all those skulls together and just dash right through them all and just blow them all up in one go. That would have been like.
It does allow that with the mini bees.
Yeah, but the mini bees have like no oomph to them. They're just kind of there.
Yeah, but if you could go right through the skulls, they wouldn't have any oomph to them.
I don't know, those flaming skulls on fire though. It's like, it's a little bit different than like a measly little bee whose only existence is to slightly annoy you.
Don't underestimate the bees. They nearly killed me.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. ArcBliss figuring out these little dash puzzle. Ooh. It seems like it's kind of difficult to tell when you have taken a hit and when you're actually doing a dash.
Yeah, it can be. The hits really can just blend in.
Like, definitely from watching, it's like, I don't know if, you know, the fireball got hit or if they just dashed really well and, like, destroyed the bullet. They dashed through. Can dashing, like, destroy bullets?
No. If you dash into bullets, you seem to get hit, which has the same, like, the sound cue can get lost. So, oftentimes I dash into bullets and think, did I hit the enemy or did I just get hit? Well, it doesn't matter now.
Like, it definitely doesn't help that you seem to have, like, so much HP in this game. But that's also, like, both a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. I want to get overconfident. Against the sunflowers, ArcBliss hit the bullets right as they came out. At least I think they're sunflowers. Actually, that would make sense, because you're like a little sun.
Yeah,
and
it's
they
like,
light up when they see.
Yeah, this is also like the more foresty area, and you got like little mushroom enemies. Sunflowers make total sense. ArcBliss takes down the bee and grabs the final key. All he has to do is just make it back. He definitely has enough health that he can just kind of like power through everything.
Yeah, I think ArcBliss has got it here.
Yep. ArcBliss being careful, doesn't know what's up ahead. Oh, I was wondering about this. Okay. So it looks like it's just extra health. And look how cute that skull is.
Skull, Mr. Bloody Skull, please burn the fire.
I'm not sure if ArcBliss knows that they are done, or if they just want to have one good attempt on this boss because they know they've already lost, and it's like, what's the point? Jeez, those balls are like, they kind of like force you into like silly situations. Boom. Yoink, yoink. And, oh no. Welcome, ArcBliss.
Hello, thank you. It was a fun game. I realized when I died early on at the very end of an area that I was probably finished.
Yeah, I thought like the race was going to be over like 3 times before the race actually was over.
Yeah, that checks out.
So what you think of the game?
I think it would be a lot better if there were checkpoints.
Yeah, the checkpoint system was like pretty brutal, especially for a
Yeah.
game like that. It's like I was at least thinking it's like, okay, you're right, it's right before the balls, surely there'll be a checkpoint. Nope.
Yeah, that's... I was hoping there were checkpoints, at least at the bosses, but no.
Nope. Whole area in one go.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it was marked later rounds only, so...
I also started taking it far less seriously once I saw the dot done from Adam.
Yeah, it's definitely like Adam just completely blew through this goal. Like the testers had times of 34 and like 38 minutes, so for Adam to like finish like at least 10 minutes before that is just, even that
Yeah,
one guy.
That's a really good time.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I ended up only having one death against the orb once you backtrack to the start.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because...
I was really anticipating that was probably going to just end quicker, and then it just was like, nah, here's another area. I go, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun game, I think. I ran into a couple weird things. One time I dashed into the right of a room and it kicked me back out to the left room, and I had to re-enter.
Yeah, going between rooms is a bit weird.
I hit an enemy on the right wall, and it pushed me into the wall collision, and I came back out the left door, and it reset the room.
Ugh.
And it was just a room you had to pass through, so it wasn't a huge thing, but it was just... I got really confused when I was on the wrong side again. Some finicky things. Otherwise, it's a fairly fun game.
Well, considering this is winners, congrats again on your
Yeah.
winners 4 victory, Adam.
Oh, thank you. It is
Yeah.
nice to, make it again to Winners 5.
I
And
had faith in you. I told you you would make it all the way to the end. I didn't know that would mean beating me a second time, but I had faith in you.
Yeah, here we are.
and once again, ArcBliss, you are not out of it. You're going up against the one and only Jackazam.
Jackazam knocked my brother into losers, I think in round 2. The Whitley. I think they played Bleed, so now I have to get vengeance for my brother. That'll be fun.
It's definitely going to be a powerful match. Jackazam just taking out everyone along the way.
That's what you gotta do.
I know. Well,
It looks like I'll be up against Kelko.
Yes, this time they are ready and waiting.
oh man. Any final words from you two?
Play streamers.
Streamers is a good game. You should definitely play it in streamers mode.
Yeah, streamers mode is fantastic too.
I've still yet to play streamers.
Well, you should fix that.
Yeah, but I feel like I should race it.
I know.
I feel like we just need to have like a day or two of like we race only like mystery game classics. And if
Yeah,
you've
but
never
then
raced,
they can't show up in the MT and be like, how have you
Yeah,
never
yeah.
played this?
yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, we all just race backup games. It's like you probably played this before, but now's your chance to actually play it.